Hey guys, good morning everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Miss JD for another episode of our daily stock market insights. This time around, I am going to discuss the Philippine market and some of the trending stocks in the market today. So, if this is your first time to watch my video, you are always invited, and so you can, you know, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're updated whenever I have new videos. So now let's talk about the index. Very interesting setup right now. Okay, we are showing some signs of recovery, but in today's performance, we stopped right at the MA20 line. So tomorrow could be a make or break day again, right? Because if we manage to go beyond the MA20 line, that could be a sign. However, between me being so bullish and me on, the conservative side, I'd go for the latter part. Only because I don't see any potential change in the volume. It's still so flat. So chances are those people who might have pushed the price higher because they entered right here, especially the institutions, they could be taking profit tomorrow, and then there could be some pullback again. But at the moment, I'd like to still stick to our support right at this level, around the 6,300 level. However, it's really interesting that we're starting to, trigger the MA20 line in our Bollinger Band. So by the way, my Bollinger Band has the default settings. It's just MA20 right at the center over here. Okay, so if you'd like to know the next possible movements of your stock, this is just a representation of all the major players in the country. You still have to deep dive into your stock in order to get a better outlook of its price in the coming days. So just be careful. Later today, by the way, it's already 2 in the morning. Later today, it is a Friday. So we all know that Friday is a profit-taking day. The market is still bearish. So just be extra careful, right? Know your objective while you entered in a stock, and take action accordingly. But let me show you some of the stocks. Maybe some of them are in your portfolio as well. Okay, so this is ACEN. That's the first stock that we are going to cover. Right now, I'm seeing ACEN as a stock giving us a chance to enter at a lower level. What we have right here is that for so many days now, actually it started in March, right? The overall momentum or sentiment of the stock is moving up. Now, what happened in today's performance, we broke the ascending support. Okay, because when your stock is moving up, chances are we go higher low. Each time the stock dips, it's creating a higher point versus the lower uh, dip versus the previous week's uh, pullback, right? So it pulled back over here, tried to recover, and then when it pulled back again, it's a little bit higher than the previous point over here. So that's the overall sentiment for the past how many weeks. However, it started declining at this point over here, and but sadly, it did not really hold. For several days, it made an attempt to create a support right here, but this day over here is already your trigger. So if you might have entered right here, I hope it's not that much yet, right? And then let's say if your main objective, that's why I always ask what your main objective is. So if your objective is just to trade this, make sure you cut your loss early. Otherwise, you might have to spend time waiting for it to go back again. Not unless you have plans to add more, right? Because then the strategy will change. Okay, so where could it possibly drop? First area that I'm looking at would be right at this level, because in the previous weeks, actually months, looking at this level over here, there was a support established. So chances are we could be going down, revisit that, and then it goes up again. So overall, just to talk about Friday, my Friday for ACEN is on the conservative side. I see it dropping some more. Okay, volume has increased while the price was also going down. Let's talk about PRIMEX. PRIMEX has a big change in the volume. Okay, so it consolidates. This is what they call a consolidation on the high. What it simply means is that it was pushing the price higher. It reached a resistance area, and then slowly the buyers have dominated the game, and chances are it could break that level. At this point, I'd say we are still in the consolidation phase. It's consolidating at this level because it also made an attempt to break that. However, it did not. It just went back over here. So we are still within that Darvas box. So that's an area where it is creating stabilization, and then really the market, or yeah, we still have to wait who find out who is going to win. Will it be the buyers or the sellers? Okay, but what's interesting here is the volume. If we break out of this line, let's say you go 347 or 350, and then we end one candlestick above that, then that's a bullish sign. There could be another wave to push the price higher. But at this point, if you are, let's say, a position trader, you'd already find this area an expensive level. But then there are also some traders who are momentum traders, and this is their perfect setup too. So it really depends on the profile that you have. My game will not be your game, but there are some people who like playing this kind of setup. That when it starts breaking that Darvas box over there, that's when they enter. Okay, so your trigger here is that if in case tomorrow we decline and then we cross the this MA20 line and we end one candlestick lower than the MA20 line, be extra careful because chances are it will go all the way down, and it's a it's a little bit deep. I'm looking at 2.09 if that support gets broken. Okay, so that's those are the areas to watch out for. First area, if it breaks 337, good. Right now the support is 3.01. Observe if it breaks 3.01 because chances are it will continue sliding down, and 2.09 is the next area. Let's talk about the Monte. This is interesting, big spike over here. Mm-hmm. um yeah, if you want to trade this, just be extra careful because it's a Friday, guys. This could just be an isolated, 1 day pump and dump. Okay, but for now I see 11.68. If you're really interested to get in here, 11.68, but we still have no control over the situation tomorrow. Sometimes it could continue moving up, okay, and push the price some more. But then again, this setup, you have to monitor it. You got the daily view. This is the daily view. It's bullish. It's triggering the upper band. It has the volume. Now what's next? The next is, if you really want to enter this, now you try to zoom in either to the 15-minute or the 5-minute chart, and then it will give you the area where you could potentially get in, right? So that's where the setup, or that's how you would set it up if you're on a an intraday, if you'd like to trade this intraday. Some people would even do 3 minutes, but that's already too noisy. Okay, so just bear in mind they go first into the bigger picture. Sometimes you even have to go to a weekly chart and then go down to a daily and then go to the much faster, because the faster time frame will now allow you to define the perfect entry. But the bigger picture, okay, you use the wider time frame to understand the bigger picture. So that's how it is. My take on Del Monte, you have to watch it. If you have the time to do it the entire day, do it, because this is already on the expensive side. Imagine this. On a 5-minute chart, it was just worth 10 minutes of a push. And then the overall sentiment throughout the day, it was just declining, declining, volume declining. Okay. Let's talk about Dito. Dito, still slow. On a weekly chart, it is having a difficult time breaking this area 1119 level. But again, this now belongs to, personally, this now belongs to my long-term cabinet of stocks. So I see a support. I'm not sure. I'm trying to recall what I said about Dito, but I see it still uh, having this area 9.91, 9.90 is our support level. We could still be stabilizing right here, and let's try this. Okay, yeah, it could still be like that. Okay, so that's your triangle. The best view here is that if it breaks this descending resistance, this is your support, the yellow one. The green one is your resistance. That's a downtrend. It's a descending triangle. So let us see. No volume yet. Okay, the selling pressure is still on there. It could even go back to the 9.91. Okay, so um, if you're interested in Dito, make sure to prepare your patience there. It will take some time. It will take some time, but sometimes your what 1 month, even 1 year worth of weight, because it was declining, it was stabilizing. When it recovers, sometimes it's just a day or two worth of a rally. So this thing, and let me just put a box here. This over here is worth how many days? Since March, let's say it reaches to May, March, April, May, 2 months worth. But sometimes it shoots up. Let's say from here it drops up to this level, and then just 1 day, a stock could, let me see. Let me use an example. Let's see this. In just a day, hold on, price. Like this one, in just a day, this is 30%. You could also have something like that. Drops, and then just a day, you could have a 30% increase in the price, and then that already, uh, you know, negates the 2 months worth of your weight, or it already pays off in just 1 day worth of performance. So, my 2 cents here. Be patient if you're dealing with Lito, because this stock is going to take some time, especially because they're just starting their operations, and we're just when is the launch here in Manila? I'm thinking May or June. I think around that month, but their stores in the malls are already, I see a lot of pictures that they're already opening. So more to come here. I don't know the story of BHI. Wow. See, this is another example, but the reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 days of slowly climbing. But then the decline, your 9 days worth of effort was negated by just a day. Now back to the 10 cents area. So just be extra careful, guys. Your trigger here is that if it breaks the 0.0965 area and you start pulling down the price, the next drop that I see could be around this area. could be here, but on the conservative side. See, because I don't even know the story of this stock. If there's really no catalyst, and I could just be wrong because I'm not very active in the feed here in Instagrams or in the social media. I'm just basing my analysis on the chart. So fill me in. Feel free to drop a comment in case you know something that I have not mentioned or I am not aware of. That way we can also help the others, right? So just be careful, guys. Solid 13% drop here, not looking good. The next stock is APL. APL also broke the MA20 line. It's starting to build a downtrend channel right there. See that? That's your downtrend channel. So if that continues to resist at this level, then chances are we could be first. It'll test this area, support, previous resistance. We could be stabilizing right there. Okay. I also have APL, by the way, but the chart doesn't tell me to do something, so I'll just stay put. So that's our support. Okay, guys, I think that is it. I don't want to keep this video too long. So for those people, you're lucky who have stocks for ACEN, PRMX, the Monte, Dito, BHI, and APL. We have covered these stocks this evening. I also created a video. If you just want to check it out, I created a video about AT&T. And for those people who are interested and would like to start trading in the U.S. market, I have a link down below in the description box. That's a link to eToro. I use eToro to trade the U.S. market. So at least when we have the Philippine market showing us very very boring movements, not a lot of movements, more of a bearish side in fact. At least you have an alternative. You can still be very active in the U.S. market because there are so many potentials. When the market is down, you can still be profitable. When the market is up, you can still be profitable because you can go long, which means you bet on a stock when it goes up. You go short, that means you bet on the stock when it goes down. So either direction, either way, you still have some potentials there. So there's also a virtual portion there where you can trade using the virtual money. So check it out, and I'll try to review some more stocks as well in the U.S. market. Just feel free to drop a comment and let me know so I can also check them out for you. Okay, meanwhile, thank you guys for watching and good luck in your trades later. Bye.